Does your concrete look like this and you want it to look like this? Stick around and I'll show you how I did it. Alright guys, welcome! We're just gonna sweep this up, get rid of all the dirt and debris here, and then we can take a closer look at what we got. See, I don't know what this is from the previous owner. Here we got a nice little crack, a nice low spot over here. Right, we got a piece, a nice gash missing here, and some extra stuff that's, you know, caked on. Here we close the garage door, we could see daylight from the outside. This is one of the reasons why I decided to do this job, is just because, you know, critters get in. And we're gonna see how level everything is right now, you know, where we're starting from. And as you can see, found a high spot, marking it off with the pencil so I know where to grind. Safety gear is on, shop vac is on. We're gonna grind away here. Unfortunately, I don't have the dust cover, so I gotta do this method where I just have the shop vac on. Doesn't really get everything, but it does the trick. So grinding everything away that we can. And as you can see, we still have a nice high spot after we recheck. So I'm just checking where the high spot is, marking it off again. And now I'm gonna grind my line away. Nice and loud, so ear protection if you have. And now we can see everything's nice and level. When it comes to the driveway side of the cement, I don't really care too much. I gotta redo the asphalt here. And the drain needs to be redone. I already did the one in the garage. You could check that video out here. Alright, we're just gonna grind out this cold joint here. Clean it up a little bit. And then we're going to open up this crack a little bit more. As you can start to see, there are a lot of loose pieces and they'll start chipping off and coming out. Right, so we're going to break all that up. And it even extends into the garage. We'll be fixing this in a later video. Now I have a stainless steel brush here. I'm just going to clean everything up, knock everything loose. As you can see, it kicks up a lot of dust. So be mindful, cleaning up all the loose debris, and then we hit it with the shop vac, pick up whatever we can. And we give it a nice rinse. Most cement products require the surface to be damp, so you don't have to wait for this to dry. Just make sure there's no standing water. I shop vac everything up again, and if it's still dirty, we can just repeat the process. So here I'm using SIKArepair SHD, recommended to me by an engineer buddy of mine. He said it's a great product, but it's my first time using it. So I'm gonna give it a shot. Open it up, put it in a bucket. Got the water already all measured out here. Start mixing, and as I'm mixing, I'm realizing this is a little drier than I would like. So a little spritz, boom, there you go. Be careful not to overwater, because then you'll be in deep trouble, because we're not using a mold here, right? We're just forming it. As you can see, I'm just playing around, trying to contour everything. And yeah, and we're just gonna work at this. I'm not the best with the trowel, but I just take my time and get it the way I want. Slow and steady, it'll eventually start to take shape, and hopefully the way you want it. Because we took the time to take our measurements, look for low spots, high spots, and everything like that, we know how much mortar we should generally be putting in what area. We're still going to recheck it after, right? But right now we're just doing a lot of the rough work, trying to fill in the spots that we know need it. And then we're going to come back a little bit later and smooth everything out like I'm doing right here, you know, trying to get it as smooth as possible. And now here I'm just evening it out, because we want this part to be level. It's the part that's under the garage door. Sometimes I like to finish it off with a little damp sponge, smooth everything out, and then take another look at the level, nice and level. So that one bag of SIKArepair only did half of the floor, so I had to go buy another bag, and here it is, just applying the second bag. Use my hands a little bit. You know, I find sometimes I can get it in the right spot, get it to mold better, and then I'll finish it off with the trowel after. Just get it to stick nice. You know, a little bit more control with my hand than the trowel sometimes. So then I just pass over it again with the trowel. Clean up the cold joint here. It's a little bit messy, I know. But when that dries, it's not really bonding well. So this is one of the most important parts here. It's the finalization. We're going to make sure everything is nice and damp and there's no debris on it. We want it damp, and then we put a sheet, a vapor barrier sheet over it so that the water doesn't evaporate too quickly, because then the concrete can't cure properly. So we're going to cover it with this vapor barrier, keeping it nice and moist inside, and we're going to come back in 72 hours, and here we have it. Kind of garage door check. As you can see, no light. That's it for this video. Make sure to subscribe and follow along the workshop build playlist right here. Somewhere. Gotta be around here somewhere.